Hey, it's BrickTsar, and we're going to look at another vintage Lego set. This is from 1987. It is set 6883 from the classic space. It is Terrestrial Rover. I didn't make the name up. Terrestrial Rover. This one features one minifigure, the white monochromatic spaceman with gold planet logo, and he's got this mini-wheeled vehicle that's carrying some kind of satellite or exploring thing, and it's got the space logo on another piece here. It's mainly blues and whites in this one. We don't have any gray that I remember, and I put a piece on wrong. This piece, I think, goes like that. Alright, so there we go. So he's driving this little thing. It's on a hinge. It's got these wheels on it, and he's got to go drop this off somewhere. And these doors open up, and there's the little satellite he's got. And it's pretty small, basic set. Now they made a lot of these sets. This was probably mid-range, like, I don't know, $10 to $15, what it would be today set. Only had the one minifigure. Space was a good theme to get into if you didn't have a lot of money, because they had a lot of small sets like this. But it's not a lot to it. I like the blue with it. Now, the question is, alright, he is driving this vehicle that has been named the Terrestrial Rover. He has his air tank. Along comes BrickTsar. Oh, BrickTsar falls and busts his head. Oh, stand up, BrickTsar. Okay. So, why does BrickTsar not have any air tanks in a helmet? It's because it's a terrestrial rover. Yes, he doesn't need air tanks, because if this is the terrestrial rover, that means it should be on Earth. So this guy's wondering about on Earth. I mean, terrestrial means pertaining to the Earth or the land of the Earth. Don't usually call the land of another planet terrestrial. Terra. Anyway, that's what they call it, terrestrial rover. So it doesn't look like he's on Earth. Anyway, he wouldn't need this helmet, but that's what they call it. So we'll get BrickTsar out of the way here, and let's look at this minifigure. I don't know why I'm showing this. Everybody knows what the white minifigure looks like. Alright, here he is. Benny's cousin, or whatever. Thin chin strap. It's actually a little thicker than the early chin straps there. It's got the dimple, visor dimple. They never wear visors in the early space sets anyway, so all the air's coming out. But he's on Earth, so he doesn't need a visor. Now, this one has, looks like some gnawing on it. Like somebody chewed it. But the gold is pretty good on it. Now, the space sets usually give you a lot of neat little controls. This one doesn't have a computer panel. He's just got these little joysticks on the side to control this. And he gets a wrench. They always get a wrench and a radio. If you're ever in space, you're going to need a wrench and a radio. I don't know why they don't just build the radio into the helmet. But he's got this little device here. I don't know if this is supposed to be a separate satellite or it has something to do with the cart he's driving. And then we get these little pieces here. The satellite itself has a lot of neat little parts on it, little dishes and things. And they built it nice to hold it in here, where you got these little laser bars to hold it in. It closes up nicely, and then you got your stanchions there. That's all there is to it. Here's a look at your vintage instructions. They do give you an alternate model there. And they got the star grid pattern that we saw with the Futuron monorail. It's that same kind of star grid pattern. But that is the Terrestrial Rover. The rover is supposedly supposed to be on another planet, but they called it the Terrestrial Rover. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please check back for more reviews of vintage Lego space sets. I have many more that I'll be reviewing, as well as all the other weird and unusual stuff that I do. Appreciate your support. Please hit the thumbs up. This is BrickTsar.